used to cutting up mangoes, it can be a little bit tricky, but I'll give you a couple tips to make it simple and easy. There are many videos that you can view online that show how you can slice the mango and then make some cuts to make squares and then flip it inside out and try and cut that. I find that you're fairly likely to cut yourself or it just becomes slippery and hard to deal with. It's really beautiful and fun, and you can make some cool art. You can make it look a little bit like a porcupine, but if you just want to get that mango out, out from under the skin, away from the pit to eat it or to make a fruit salad, then this is going to be simpler and easier for you. So take whatever type of peeler you like and just peel your mango. If you notice the skin is a little bit thicker, you just want to do a couple passes. You want to make sure you're getting down to where it's, you know, that nice yellow orangey color. The peel is not tasty on a mango. I don't recommend leaving peel on to eat. And when you're looking for mango, you know, ideally it has a little bit of give, but it's not mushy. If it's crisp and, you know, not all the way ripe, it still may be tasty, but it will just be a little bit bland. If it's really hard when you cut into it, you could always shred it up and use it more like you would a papaya in papaya salad. So there's lots of different uses. If it's a little bit hard and, you know, not ripe, the other thing that you can do with it is you can add a little lime and chili and salt and eat it that way, just like you would cucumbers or jicama in a salad. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off that stem end, and then I'm going to create a flat surface to set that up on. This one is a little bit soft on the end. I'm just going to make sure I cut all the way to the pit so don't slide out. It doesn't slide out from under me. You know, if you have soft spots in your mango, you can just kind of work around those. And then if you look at it, you can see that the mango is oval. It's not perfectly round. And so the pit is always going to be straight up and down in the longer way. So you can think about the fruit kind of shaping itself around the pit. And the pit is flatter, it's not round. So I'll turn this so that I'm going to cut a little bit off center of the pit and cut this way, and then I'll cut this way, and then I'll have most of the mango separated from the pit. There you go. And you can cut until you hit the pit if you want, and then just, you know, angle your knife away from it a little bit and slice down. That's the best way to get most of that off. You can see it just getting to where you're just nicking the pit there. So this is most of the edible fruit of the mango, but you can see there's still definitely some here. You don't want to waste that, so you can take your chef knife or paring knife and kind of just cut at an angle, cut that away, flip it over, do the same thing. Obviously those are not going to be your prettiest slices, but they're equally tasty to the pretty ones that you'll get from the other parts of the mango. All right, and then this is almost entirely pit. So you can see that it is flat and oval. It's definitely not round, and you can see how that mango is just right up against it. You know, if you find things are sliding around because you have that slippery juice for the mango on your hands, you might want to go wash your hands and come back before you're slicing it up. But you know, the way I like mango most is just beautiful, fresh, ripe in slices like this. If you want cubes for a salad, or let's say you want to use this in the fruit salsa in the course, then you can take these pieces and stack them up. And in that I do small dice, so it's about a 1/4 inch dice. And you're not going to get it exact because this is not, you know, perfectly squared, but you can make pretty close to 1/4 inch dice pieces. And that's going to be perfect for your salsa. So it's going to be small enough that you'll be able to mix it with your pineapple, chilies, tomatoes, some of the other ingredients in there. But you'll still be able to scoop it up on whatever it is that you're going to put it on. You know, fruit salsas are really delicious on seafood if you're someone that eats seafood or anything that's light and you want to bring some sweet crispness to it. So slice up the rest of this mango. And so if I was going to have this with the chili, salt, and lime that I mentioned, I might lay this out with some beautiful cucumber slices, some strips of jicama on a plate, and then just sprinkle it with the salt and chilies and douse it with a little bit of lime juice. So we have our small diced mango for the salsa, just some slices for eating, and then the rest that you can do whatever you want with. Ready to get out my fork and dig in now.